Namaste students. Today we are going to continue the chapter Statistics, Graphical Representation of Data. To represent the data through graphs is called the graphical representation of data. In this chapter we are going to represent the data through the following graphs: bar graph, histogram, frequency polygon. Bar graph. Bar graph is a chart that uses bars to show the comparison between categories of data. It has two axes. Bars can either horizontal or vertical. It may be a horizontal or vertical. The classes are non-continuous. If you see the bar graph, the chart uses the bars to show the comparison between the categories. Here we have used the mode of transport and number of students. So mode of transport in the x-axis and number of students in the y-axis. So this gives the frequency of the graph. So it may be in the horizontal or vertical. This is in the vertical position. Maybe it may be in the horizontal type also. So if you look at the graph, you have the classes are non-continuous. You have a gap between the bars. This is called bar graph. Example for bar graph. The following table shows the favorite sports of 2000 students of a school. Represent this data by a bar graph. They have given a column, tableau column, sports and number of students. Take x-axis as and y-axis. Always take y-axis as frequency and x-axis as classes. Here x-axis we can take it as, here x-axis you can take it as sports and y-axis you take it as number of students. You want to draw the graph, bar graph. Draw x and y axis. This is axis x and this is y. And you have to take the x-axis as sports. That is the classes as sports. Sports. The y-axis as number of students. That is our frequency. You can take each one boxes as the favorite sports. First leave one box and next box you can start it as cricket. Leave one box and you can start the other box as hockey. Similarly, leave one box and write football. Leave one box and give tennis. In the y-axis, you have to write the frequency. That means the number of students. Here the students are given as 800, 400, 500, 300. We can have the scale as 100 for each boxes. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. Now we can draw the bar graph using the scale. For cricket, the number of students is 80. So till 800, the number of students is 800. So for the cricket, you have to draw the bar graph like this. It should be like a rectangle. This shows the frequency. So for cricket, 800 students were like their favorite sports is cricket. And hockey it is leave one gap and draw. Now if you see, can draw the cricket. Next draw hockey. Hockey is 400. So 100, 200, 300, 400. Here it is. So you have to leave the gap and draw the bars. This is 400 hockey. Football is 500. Leave one box and draw. It is 500. It is over here. This is 500. And tennis is 300. Leave one box and draw the box. 300, 100, 200, 300. So this is how you can draw the box. If you write the scale, x-axis you have the sports, favorite sports, whereas the y-axis you have 1 centimeter equal to 100 units. So this represents the bar graph. The data given in the tabular column we have represented in the form of bar graph. Thank you. Histogram. Histogram is a display of statistical information that uses rectangles to show the frequency of data items in successive numerical intervals of equal size. So here in histogram, it is a graphical representation of frequency distribution of continuous variables. In this case, class intervals are continuous, data it is taken on the x-axis, and rectangles of appropriate height is equal to the frequency. It is equal to the frequency of the class intervals are erected over them. Here, the height of the rectangle is equal to frequency. The height of rectangle represents the frequency of the data. Example for histogram with the class size same and class intervals are continuous. Represent the following frequency distribution by means of a histogram. They are given the class interval as marks, that is 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. By seeing this itself, we can see it is a continuous. 20 and it starts with 20, 30 it starts with 30, 40 it starts with 40. So the class intervals are continuous. Even if you see the class size it is the difference between the upper class and minus the lower class. So 20 minus 10 is 10, 30 minus 20 is 10, 40 minus 30 is 10, 50 minus 40 is 10. And if you see the number of students, this gives you the frequency 8, 15, 12, 6. So we represent the class interval along the x-axis. The class intervals, we have to take it as a x-axis. And the corresponding frequencies on the y-axis. The corresponding frequencies, we have to take it on the y-axis. If you draw the graph for this, take this as y-axis and this as x-axis. So now we can plot the graph for the given data, x-axis and y-axis, and this becomes the origin 0. The class intervals are given as 10 to 20, 20. So we can take each one as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, NF. And here we can take the number of students in this axis, y-axis, like till it start with 6 and end with 15. We can take each one as 2, it's possible 2. We can take the scale as x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 marks, whereas y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 2 students. This we can write the scale like this, and each boxes to 2 centimeter we are calculating. It becomes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Now if you see the first class interval 10 to 20, it is 8. 10 to 20, it is 8. So you want to draw 10 to 20, the frequency, the height is 8. Whereas 20 to 30, the height is 15. 20 to 30, the height is 15. 15 lies between 14 and 16. The middle one comes over here. So draw it. Just extend. It is a continuous. Since it is a continuous, you have to join and draw the bars. It is 15. 30 to 40, it is 12. 30 to 40, it is 12. It is here. So you can join to this. Then 40 to 50, it is 6. Here it is 6. So the x-axis gives you the marks and y-axis gives you the number of students. X-axis marks, y-axis number of students. This is how you have to plot the histogram for the given data. Frequency polygon. Frequency polygon is the graph constructed by using lines to join the midpoints of each interval. If you see, you can see this graph, the midpoint of the bars, we are joining the midpoints. This is how we can draw the graph. It is called a frequency polygon. By using the lines to join the midpoints of the each intervals. This height will give you this height of the point will give you the frequency. It can be created from the histogram or by calculating the class mark of class intervals. We already studied that class mark formula is nothing but upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. Without histogram also directly we can. Example for frequency polygon. Draw the frequency polygon representing the following frequency distribution table. They have given the class interval and frequency. 10 to 20, 8, 20 to 30, 12, 30 to 40, 16, 40 to 50, 6, 50 to 60, 10, 60 to 70, 15, 70 to 80, 5. This is the question. So, we want to find the frequency polygon for the given frequency distribution. Here they didn't ask us to draw the histogram. Directly we want to draw the frequency polygon. So we know that without histogram we can draw the frequency polygon by calculating the class mark of the given class interval. Now if you see 10 to 20, what is the class mark? We know that class mark is nothing but the formula. It is the mid value of the class interval, that is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So 10 to 20, it becomes 15 is the class mark. 20 to 30, 25. By calculate also we can put, or directly we can put the mid value. So 30 plus 70, for 40 is 70. 70 by 2 is 35, or 30 to 40 the mid value is 35. 40 to 50, 45. 50 to 60, 55. 60 to 70, 65. 70 to 80, 75. Now the frequency will be the same. 8, 12, 16, 6, 10, 15 and 5. So now we have calculated the class mark and written the frequency. Now for here the x-axis will be the class mark. We have to represent the x-axis by class mark. and y-axis by frequency. To draw the frequency polygon, first we want to take the class mark, find out the class mark and respective frequency. We are going to draw the frequency polygon graph. X-axis will be the class mark and y-axis will be the frequencies. Here we'll draw the graph. So this is x-axis and this will be y-axis. This is x and this is y. So the x-axis will be in the form of 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. So we start with 0, but it is not starting with the correct proper order. Here it is 10, 10, 10, 10, but before it is 15. For that, it is not continuous. So we use the symbol called kink. What is it? Kink, the zigzag. The zigzag symbol is called kink. It is a zigzag line that is usually drawn in the x-axis near the origin. When the scale on the axis does not start from 0, it denotes the missing divisions. Because here we are going to start with 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85. It goes like this. Here it is, the class sizes are same, but here in the starting point it is not equal, so it denotes the missing division. So this symbol is called the kink. And the y-axis, this will be the class mark, and here it will be the frequency. Frequency starts from minimum value is 5 and maximum is 16. You can go with 1, 2, 3 itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is frequency. Now if you look out this, for 15, 8. So 15 it is 8. 25, 12, and 35 is 16. 35 is 16. It is the highest frequency. 45 is 6. 45 it is here 6. 55 is 10. 55 it again increasing to 10. 65, 15. 65, 15. 75, 5. 75 it is 5. By using the scale, you can just mark this 8, 12, 16. And again it comes down to 6. Join the dots with the line. So this is how we can draw the frequency polygon graph. So x-axis, it is 10 units. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. Similarly, y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. This is frequency polygon graph. Thank you.